So for income elasticity, the question we're trying to answer is, so first of all, remember, we've been talking about price elasticity. Now we're talking of income elasticity. So you can actually make sense out of the question we're trying to answer. And what we're trying to understand here is, how does quantity demanded, by a customer, how does that change? When the income of the customer changes. So a customer that's earning $10,000 per annum, and I've been buying 10 units of say 10 units of just anything. Let's say 10 units of pen, every year. If that income increases to 15,000, 10 units of pen, let's say plastic pen, what will happen to that 10 units? Will it go up? Will it come down? Or will it remain unchanged? That is the question income elasticity is trying to answer. So it's represented as Y, ED, that is income elasticity of demand, as same percentage change in quantity demanded. However, we're changing it for the first time, thereby percentage change in income. So the way you need to understand this is, what does this mean for different types of goods? There are 4 groups of goods. Types. The first type is your normal good, which is the biggest category. Normal goods. You have the luxury, which is the high premium end of goods. When a normal good would be like a Toyota, a luxury in that type of space would be maybe Aston Martin or Ferrari, Bugatti, right? Those are luxury cars. But the same place that luxury car is going, a normal car, Toyota Highlander, will also get there. However, there is something about luxury, and it's a different type of good. Also have a necessity, which is like medication. Whether you like it, you need it, you must buy it. And likewise, you have what we call the inferior good, fake products. They are cheap, but they don't last. They don't add so much value. What does this mean in terms of their income elasticity? So if I do this, so is it types and income elasticity. So if you have a normal good, that is what we know. Common, natural, normal pair of shoe, normal Toyota Highlander, normal shirt. If the salary or the income of that person is going up, what we expect is that the demand will also go up. So in that case, you expect the income elasticity to be positive. And it is positive because the income is directly proportional to quantity demanded. So the more the income, the more the quantity demand. The lower the income, the lower the quantity demand. So they will move the same direction. So there is no conflict of direction. And that is why it is positive. How positive it will be will vary on so many factors. But for normal good, the only conclusion we can make is that it's positive. But slightly different for luxury good. It's also positive, but not just positive. We also expect it to be greater than 1. Because remember, the formula is this. So what we are saying is that if income goes up. For luxury, we expect the quantity demand to go up at a rate higher than the rate at which the income has gone up. And that is why it's greater than 1. For necessity, it's also positive because it's a necessity. If the income is going up, the demand will go up, but it will not go up so much. We don't expect it to go up so much because you won't buy medication so much because you have money. Another example is salt. Salt is a necessity. You will just need salt. But the fact that your income has gone up doesn't mean that you will now start buying so much salt. The only thing is you might be able to buy slightly more because you don't care whether you are wasting it, whether you cannot find it. There are some things you will buy. You keep it somewhere, you're looking for it, you can't find it within 10 minutes, you place order for another item because it's so cheap or it's so affordable. So your demand will go up slightly. That's why it will move the same direction positive. However, it is expected to be less than 1. So it will be positive and it will be less than 1 for necessity. The only unique one is inferior good, which becomes negative. And you will understand why. If your income goes up, then your demand for inferior good is expected to reduce because now you can afford good products. You will not likely go for inferior goods. That's what you need to learn about income elasticity and know how to calculate it as well using this formula. Very important. Yeah. On elasticity, I will end it with cross elasticity. Cross elasticity. And from the word cross, you already know that 2 things are involved because cross needs 2 lines. So there's this, and likewise there's another line. That's why it's crossed. So which means we'll be talking about 2 products, product A, and we're talking about product B. And like we always ask, what question are we trying to answer? With this, we are trying to answer this question. How does quantity demanded for product A how does quantity demanded for product A, how does it get affected? Or how does quantity demand for product A change? Maybe that makes it simpler. Yeah? How does that quantity, how does it change? Let's stay with the way we've been saying it. How does that change when the price, see, it's still about quantity and price because it's cross elasticity of demand. Remember, it's of demand. Take note. So, how does quantity demanded for product A, how does it change when the price of product B change? So we are looking at 2 products, this product and this product. So how does the quantity of one change when the price of the other one also changes? So that is why it's called cross elasticity, because 2 products are involved. And the simple formula for that, so we're going to use cross elasticity of demand is equals to the percentage change in quantity demanded of A over percentage change in price of B. So it's not price of A, it's price of B, because we are doing cross elasticity. Yeah. And it's also important to know what does this mean when you have substitute products and complementary products. So we're saying if A and B are substitute, which means A and B are Coke and Pepsi, what do you expect cross elasticity of demand to be for substitute products? Because you can be given cross elasticity of demand, and the question is asking you, what do you think will be the cross elasticity, or what type of product do you think this item will be? Very important to be able to make those kind of interpretation, because it says a lot. And let's look at the substitute first. What we are saying here is for substitute product, either A or B is okay for the customer. So customer will always go for product that is cheaper. So which means if you increase price of B, the quantity of A will go up. So because when you increase the price of B, the quantity of B will reduce and people will go for A. So both of them in this formula is going up. The quantity of A will go up because price of B has gone up. Then you expect for substitute product that the cross elasticity will be positive. But what about complementary product? Complementary product means that as it is, both products must go together. The way we're talking about is that complementary products, for example, you talk about bread and butter. So like margarine. You have these two always go together. So which means if price of bread goes up, it doesn't mean that you will not still buy butter, because you cannot eat bread by itself. So as you are buying the bread, you will still buy the butter, and you can't go for butter without the bread. So both of them will still need to be bought. So which means the only thing is, if the price of butter has gone up, you might decide not to buy bread again, because you are not going to buy butter again, because the normal thing is that the price of a product going up will decrease the quantity that you will buy. So which means if price of butter, if price of, say for bread goes up, the quantity required for bread will have to come down because price has gone up. The quantity will come down, and likewise the complementary product, which is butter or the margarine, the quantity will also come down because the quantity of bread has come down. So in that case, price of bread going up in a formula, remember, cross elasticity of demand is equals to percentage change in quantity demanded, so of bread, divided by the percentage change in in price of butter, which is the substitute, the complementary product. Percentage change in price of butter. So if price of butter has gone up, definitely the quantity of butter will have to come down because the price has gone up. And if the quantity of butter comes down, then the quantity of bread will also come down because they are complementary. They go up together. So if this goes up, its quantity will come down, and likewise that will make the quantity of bread to come down. In that case, they are moving opposite direction. This is going up, this is coming down. And because of that, complementary product will have cross elasticity of demand that is negative. Very important to know that. And lastly, I'll just speak on forms of market quickly. Forms of market, very straightforward, just talking about the number of players in the market. That's where I want to summarize it for you. It's talking about the number of players in the market. So we can have what we call competitive market or non-competitive market. Yeah, so let's talk quickly on forms of market. So you can have competitive, which is also called a perfect market, or imperfect market. So this is very competitive, and this is not competitive. Yeah, not competitive. And the way I need you to just understand is I'll give you competitive characteristics. I know that the opposite will be applicable in an imperfect market. So here you have many sellers and buyers. So which means here you're going to have few. Likewise, sellers here are price takers because buyers have strong negotiating power. So if your price is not low enough, buyers will go to another company because there is competition. So buyers set the price because they are the king. As sellers, there are different options for buyers to go to. They can go to another seller if your price is too high. So with that, the buyers are pushing the price to be very low. So sellers are price takers and buyers are referred to as price setters. And the opposite is the case here. So here, buyers will be takers, while sellers will be setters in imperfect market. Please take note. And likewise, there's usually ease of entry here because you can imagine that's why there are many. So you expect ease of entry to play in this market. Now, in an imperfect market here, you can have different categories. Yeah, you can have, I'll group them into three. You can have monopoly, just pure monopoly. You can have duopoly, and you can have what we call oligopoly. They have the same characteristics here, similar characteristics here. However, the number of players is what makes the difference. Here, you only have one seller. Here, you have two sellers. And here, you have more than three sellers. So, few sellers are playing here. Yeah, just about two are playing here and just one is here. And that will be the end of microeconomy. Yeah. In the next video, I'll look at macroeconomy. Remember, keep liking the video, put your comments, share the video, and see you in the next.